Dear students, today we will talk about simple harmonic motion SHM. But before that, you need to know few things. One is what is periodic motion and what is oscillatory motion. We know that all such motions which repeat themselves after fixed intervals of time are called periodic motions. For example, motion of planets around sun. These are periodic motions because they repeat themselves after a certain interval of time. Similarly, the motion of the pendulum of a wall clock. This is a periodic motion. The motion of the minute hand, the hour hand, and the second hand of a clock. These are all periodic motions because they repeat themselves after fixed intervals of time. Now, oscillatory motion is also a periodic motion, but in this case, the objects move to and fro, or back and forth about a mean position. For example, the motion of a pendulum, right? The motion of a pendulum is such that it moves to and fro about a central position, about a mean position. So, such a motion is an oscillatory motion. Therefore, we can conclude that all oscillatory motions are periodic, but all periodic motions are not oscillatory. Because in case of periodic motions, we don't see that there is a to and fro or a back and forth kind of motion. No, there is a periodic motion, a regular motion, but that may not be always oscillatory, right? Now, those oscillatory motions which can be expressed in terms of a sine function or a cosine function are called as simple harmonic motions, right? So, they also repeat themselves after regular intervals of time. In these kinds of motions, the bodies move to and fro or back and forth about their mean positions, and they can be expressed by sine function or cosine function. Because we know that sine and cosine functions, they not only repeat themselves, but they are also bound. For example, if we talk about sine function, its value ranges from 0 to 1, and then again 0 to 1 in the form of a cycle, right? So it's a bound motion. In case of cosine function, the values range from -1 to +1. So there is a range, a bound, right? Now, let us further explain this simple harmonic motion by means of an example. For example, if we take the example of this pendulum again, we know that when we drag the pendulum from the mean position to the extreme position, there is a restoring force which is developed. Restoring force. I have told you about these restoring forces and reactionary forces, that whenever we apply some actual force, some real force, certain other forces get spontaneously created to oppose the action of this force, right? Those forces are called as restoring forces. So the restoring force always tends to bring the pendulum back to its mean position, its original position, right? So we can say that restoring forces are directed opposite to the direction of increasing displacement. So such forces are proportional to minus x, where x is the displacement of the pendulum from its mean position. So we can say that F is equal to minus kx. K is the constant of proportionality, or it is also called as force constant. K is called as force constant. We also know that F can also be expressed as mass into acceleration. So mass, for acceleration, I can write d square x by dt square. That means m d square x by dt square will be equal to minus kx. So d square x by dt square is equal to minus k by m x, or d square x by dt square plus k by m x is equal to 0. For k by m, I can write omega square x is equal to 0, where omega is the angular frequency. Angular frequency. Now you can see that this is a second order differential equations, and you have already solved such kind of equations before. We know that the solution of such kind of equation will be given by a cos function or a sine function. So that is, you can write that x is equal to, for example, a cos omega t, right? So when you differentiate it, dx by dt, it is a omega sine omega t minus times. What is d square x by dt square? That is minus a omega square cos omega t. What is a cos omega t? Again, it is x. So you can write it as d square x by dt square plus omega square x is equal to 0, which is the solution of this differential equation, right? Because we get back the same equation. Similarly, we can say that x is equal to a sine omega t is also a solution to this kind of equation. A linear combination of these two, that is a cos omega t and a sine omega t, is also a solution to this kind of equation. So we can check that a is equal to, for example, b, we may choose another constant, that a cos omega t plus b sine omega t, that is a linear combination of these two solutions, is also a solution to this differential equation, second order differential equation of simple harmonic motion. So let's do that. Dx by dt is a omega minus times sine omega t plus b omega cos omega t. Now a second derivative will be d square x by dt square is minus a omega square cos omega t minus b omega square sine omega t. If you take this omega square as common, minus omega square is common, a cos omega t plus b sine omega t is the x. So again we get the same equation back. So you get plus omega square x is equal to 0. So this is also a solution to the differential equation of a simple harmonic motion, right? So in the subsequent video, we will discuss some more things about simple harmonic motion, but for the moment, it gives you a preliminary idea about this. That's all.